is up? So today we're actually pulling reticulated python eggs. My girl Princess, which is a golden child tiger purple albino, just had eggs down there. If you guys want to check this out, look at this. We got a beautiful, beautiful clutch of eggs down there. Now it's really weird. Usually you're used to seeing snakes wrapping their eggs and having them in a nest, and she is not doing that. It's a little weird. Usually when they do that, it's duds. But these look like some pretty healthy eggs, so she might just be comfortable, or you know, I don't know why she's actually not wrapping her eggs up. But first, I'm going to show you guys which male she bred to. All right, so check it out. So right here is a TK line silver, or you know, however people want to call it, but a TK line pure Kalatoa. Now this comes from Joe's Super Dwarfs right here. This is a beautiful male, my beautiful male right here, and this guy is a 4-year-old male. He's actually about to be 5, and he is tiny, as you can see. He is super tiny. So this is a pure Super Dwarf right here, pure Kalatoa again. This guy bred to Princess, giving us what we're going to be playing the Kodam game, honestly, and single recessive game. We're going to have golden childs, we're going to have tigers, we're going to have golden child tigers, and everything being 100% het purple. But everything will also be 50% Super Dwarf thanks to this beautiful guy right here. Now let's go check out some eggs. So right now we're going to go ahead and pull these eggs from her. I do want to take her out and put her into this tub right here. Again, I like making pulling eggs the least stressful thing we can do for this snake. You see some YouTubers, some Instagrammers, you know, reaching for the eggs and the snake striking at them and whatnot. It's really not a healthy thing to do to your snake, and it's definitely not the goal we have in mind here. I'm gonna go ahead and take out Princess from her cage right now and put her into this box right here so that she's in a dark area again, so she won't actually end up stressed out or anything. You know, gonna have her in a dark place right there. You can see Princess is right here. She looks really lethargic, and she's not actually lethargic. She's just very skinny right now because she just had eggs. And this might be a little easier to take her out than usual. Usually she gives me a little bit of an attitude, and you don't want to get bit by a female retic that is protecting her babies. I'll tell you right now, one thing you don't want is honestly to get bit by a retic at all. But if we can avoid getting bit, least amount of stress. Look at that. What a good girl. She actually gave us a really nice clutch back there. She's acting like a really good girl. I'm going to go ahead and close this off, but there she is. Her colors are looking a little dull right now. Again, she just went through laying a bunch of eggs. It's kind of like giving birth, God knows, 30 times probably. So, you know, she's going to look a lot better. We're going to go ahead and feed her. Hopefully she'll take a rabbit today or a pig today, and we'll put some weight back on her, and she'll be off for the whole next year. We might not even breed her next year, to be honest. It really depends what we need to do with her genetics, what we need with Super Dwarf localities or any of that. Maybe if we take the Ternati, however you guys want to pronounce it, to her. I don't know, but at the moment, I don't have any plans for her, so she's probably just going to continue being a pet, along with Athena, that I'll show you guys soon. I'm going to close this up. Let's pull some eggs. All right, so check this out. First egg right there. Now, that is a pretty big egg, but if you guys go look back on my YouTube, I actually did a bigger male that bred to her last season, and these eggs were fairly larger. So it's kind of funny seeing when you put a Super Dwarf to something, that the eggs do get smaller. And conventionally speaking, yes, you are going to put a Super Dwarf male, or my bad, a Super Dwarf female to a mainland male, and that's how you're going to get smaller and smaller eggs, being smaller and smaller babies. However, you got to remember, golden childs are one of the smallest mainland genetics. Now, back then, before, you know, Super Dwarfs were a big thing, localities were a big thing, they had golden childs, and they were like, wow, these things stay incredibly small compared to a tiger, compared to other genetics that are out there. So this is relatively a small clutch. I have babies from last season that are only like 18% Super Dwarf, low percentage and whatnot, and they're still staying small after a year. And I've also had mainland retics that after a year, they're already almost 6 foot long, which these are nowhere near that size. So with the proper feeding and again, the know-how of how to breed them, you can definitely keep these smaller. I'm expecting these babies to stay relatively a lot smaller, actually not relatively, but a lot smaller, just because the line of that Kalatoa, again from Joe's Super Dwarf, tend to stay very, very, very small. You guys just saw that almost 5-year-old male. He's not even 4 foot long, which is insane. I mean, we'll give it to him. He's 4 foot, and she's only about 12 foot, 13 foot max, so we're not talking a big snake whatsoever. But let's go ahead, and we got 1 egg right there. We got 2 egg right there. 12, 13, 16, 17. Now this is a lot less eggs than last season. I actually want to palpate her. She doesn't look like she has any more, but I believe last season she gave me about 27 or 28 eggs. There's a YouTube that, you know, I'll try to click it or link in the bio, so that you guys can go back and see it. But I'm pretty sure she gave me a lot more eggs last season than this. I think we had a big old pile like this stacked up, but this is pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with this. 17 eggs or 18 eggs, I think it was. We're gonna go ahead and get them into sim containers. I went ahead and didn't get the sim containers ready just so I can bring you guys through the process and show you guys how the sim containers are set up and what I do for the process of it. Now, something, again, very interesting is usually these eggs are going to be stuck together, glued together, as we say, and I have to pull them apart. But since these are free-rolling and free-spirited eggs, we'll call them, I'm actually going to have to candle them, which is putting a light underneath, see where the embryos are, make sure the embryos are facing up, make sure they're good veins and they're healthy eggs, because we don't even know if all of these are fertile, to be honest. And we'll put those in the incubator, and I will show you guys that in just 1 second. Now we're over here at my incubation area. We have all these incubators. We got the 2 homemade incubators that I've been using for years now, and then we have these, I believe they're by Sea Serpents. Yeah, the Sea Serpents hot boxes right here. I do want to get the Wilbanks incubator pretty soon though, because that thing looks pretty cool, the homeostatic incubator. But as you guys see, all we use is sim containers. That's it, solely. I actually don't use anything else other than sim containers. I freaking love you, John. Created the best containers for incubating any type of eggs ever. And we're going to pull some of these incubators out right now. You guys see we already have a super dwarf clutch inside of here. This one is by TL Constrictors right here. He actually is producing some insane stuff, guys, by Eric Lee right there. So make sure on the lookout on my page or his page for that kind of stuff, because those are going to be like really crazy super dwarfs. A lot of stacked genetics, to be honest. But I think we're going to go ahead and grab 3 incubators. I think that's what I'm going to need. By the way, for temperature wise, if you guys didn't know, we keep them at 88 degrees. You can keep them anywhere from 87 to 89 degrees to incubate reticulated python eggs, Burmese python eggs, and ball pythons as well. But right here, I keep them at 88 ambient temperature inside of here, just that they have a degree up to go, a degree down to go, fluctuate without me having to worry too much. But I'm going to go ahead and grab one more incubator. Let's see, I could have sworn I had one more set up. I do. Bam, right here. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys different ways to do that. We got container. I need the bottom levels for this. This is really cool stuff here. But I'm going to show you guys how to set up these sim containers right now. Check that out. Look at that. Wow. This is, I'm telling you guys, I've been using sim containers forever. Argus monitors that I hatched in here, September 28th, 2020 over there. They hatched March 8th, 2021, Argus monitors. Then I used them for Athena, which is my other reticulated python, last year, 2022. So yeah, I'm just telling you guys, there's nothing better than a sim container. These things are the best, honestly, the best. And there are 2 ways to set these up. So one, you guys can go the water route, which you guys see right here is nothing but water inside. You want to be careful because you don't want too much water either, because then if it touches the eggs, guess what? You ruin your eggs. You don't want water touching your eggs whatsoever. But what I will do is put just a little bit of water. I'm going to dry this out real quick so that nothing is touched on these eggs. Stick with the method I use all the time, which is using these crystal gel. It's like for feeding crickets and stuff to give them water and whatnot. And I'm going to pull those out, layer it inside of here, put some water in there. They absorb that. Actually, I have this one set up just like that. And that way the water doesn't ever splash or anything or touch the eggs whatsoever. So let me grab some of that crystal gel and we'll do that. Water crystal, my bad. And we get that at Rainbow Mealworms. Awesome people. They carry everything, I swear. So we're going to go ahead and layer the bottom of these just like so. I have to go buy more of this pretty soon. And what I like to do is put water in here. Just a solid amount. There's a line in here you can fill it to. You don't want to do too much because this will expand a lot more than you would think it can. We actually had to turn off the lights so that we can have a bright enough light to look inside of these eggs. And you guys see what I'm looking for? You see that little circle? It might be hard to see in the video, but you see that little floating circle right there? Do you guys see that? So that right there is the embryo, and then the rest of those are the veins around it going up to the embryo. So that is a fertile egg. I'm going to go ahead and take a Sharpie, if I can get it out with one hand, and oh my God, I'm just throwing things around now. Look at, I'm going to mark just like that, so I know where the embryo is. Goes into the sim container, and we're going to repeat this process every single time. I believe that is it. Maybe if we can fit some of these sideways. Bam, look at that beautiful embryo. Oh my God, look at that right there, followed by all those healthy veins all around it. That's going to be a healthy baby right there. Bam. Okay, we're going to move on to the next sim container. It's like we just got 100% fertility rate, guys. Look at that. 18 eggs, every single one with an embryo sitting inside of them. I hit that flashlight over these things, all in some containers. We got to adjust these racks right here so that they fit well, but wow, yeah, I definitely was not expecting to get 100% fertility rate like that. So all that's left to do really is adjust these the little stacks in here for the eggs, and then throw these in the incubator and wait till they hatch, and only time will tell if we get everything hatching out. I'm really curious if this one's going to end up being twins. I'm glad I marked 2 lines on that just because it looked like there's 2 embryos. And yeah, guys, let me turn the lights back on and we'll continue this episode. I got this press and seal right here. We got the eggs all put into the sim containers. Got the gel that's expanded right there, the water crystal, whatever the hell it's called. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of here. Now, people are probably asking, well, you're using sim containers. Why are you, modifying the way that it's incubating then? Well, I personally like the humidity to stay a lot higher. And if you're not going to be on top of your eggs, I wouldn't do this as much. But I mean, what breeder is not on top of their eggs, right? This, I do like to let them breathe every week, maybe even twice a week. Sometimes I go in there, check, pop this open and let some air get inside of there. And I don't mean pop the lid open. I mean literally pop this open and just let them breathe. I'll let it sit open for like 10, 20 minutes. Sometimes throughout the whole day, I'll let it sit, and then I'll close it before I leave the warehouse. And yeah, so I just like to put that on there. We got these beautiful eggs like this. Check that out, guys. Whoa. We got these beautiful eggs in there. I cannot believe that all of them had an embryo inside. I can honestly say I just was not expecting that. I had to take a minute before we did this next segment right here, because I didn't think that, I definitely did not think we were going to have that many fertile eggs. I'm really happy we do, but again, all we can do is wait and see till which ones actually hatch and make it full term. But besides that, it took 3 sim containers right there. Beautiful sims. I love those things. Look at all those beautiful eggs inside of there. I'm freaking excited about this, guys. I'm really excited. I like to put some tape on here just so that we don't mix and match different clutches, because again, this is our second clutch of the season right now, and we're still expecting I think close to or a little under, without TLC's boas, we're probably looking, no, with TLC's boas, I think we're right under 60 clutches that we should be having this season, not including double clutches and not including geckos. If we include geckos and double clutches, I think we can easily be at about 100 clutches this season, but we'll find out as the season goes. I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces of tape here. I'm going to mark who they came from just so that we know, hatched or lay date and whatnot. So this is going to be Princess right here, F2 Kalatoa, and we just call him Joe because it's easy to remember that it came from Joe Superdorf. And then we'll put LD, which is lay date, and today is March, so we're March 26, so that's 03, 26, 23 right here. Again, Princess, and we're just going to repeat that, F2 Kalatoa, Joe, lay date 3/26/23. Oh my God, this is so repetitive. Eggs, we're going to go ahead and throw these in the incubator. Now, should I be carrying all 3 at once? Probably not, but guess what? It's never fun unless you risk it all, right? So we're going to go ahead and take these to the incubator if you guys want to follow me. And this might be a whole incubator full. No. We should have 2 more slots available with the in the incubator right here, because at the moment we're gonna go ahead and put these to the side right there. We got TLC's beautiful super dwarfs right there. We got 2 empty sim containers. Look at that. That's the old school sim containers, baby. You know how long I've been using sim containers? I've been using it longer than you, that's for sure. No, I'm joking. You might have been using it. I don't know who's watching, so yeah. But no, these are the old school sim containers right here. Look at the different type of plastic right there. That is That is funny, guys. We've been using these for a long time. That is, I've been bugging John since I was a little kid, so it's pretty cool to still use his products and really support the guy as much as he supports me. Got the twin. That is, I just want to make sure these are still all upright, so I mark them with Sharpie. Bam, we got that one in there. I like these to be close to the middle. Wrong way. Got the probe right there in the middle. Awesome. Which way does this go? This one goes this way. All right. And again, those are going to be about 99, 98 to 100% humidity inside of these sim containers. Really, really good way to incubate your eggs. At 88 degrees over here. Once I close this, it should get at 88 degrees. And we have a computer fan in the back that's always making sure the air is not stagnant. It's always moving around. Heat cable taped to the back, which works really well. And then we have an Inkbird thermostat right here reading at 85 degrees at the moment because I just had it open a little while ago. And 88 degrees is what I have it set to. We have a hole at the top where the fan is actually taking air from outside inwards so that it's not just the air inside just being thrown around. Don't get me wrong, it works really well with these, and I believe that's how they do it too. Let me check. Are there fans from the outside? Their fans are not from the outside. It's from a fake wall that they have, but I like the way mine work. It's always worked really well for me, but these work insanely awesome as well, guys. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching this. We actually have Athena down there. Another, that's a, and don't mind the dirty cage, the boa. I got to clean him today because he just makes a mess no matter what. We got this girl that I just got back from my buddy. I did sell her at one point, which I'm glad she's back. She's never going anywhere again. This is Athena right here. This is my Golden Child Platinum female. We're going to go ahead and pair her to a really cool project, Super Dwarf from Eric Lee. And that's going to be a project in between TL Constrictors and myself. Should be a really, really, really cool freaking retic pairing, honestly. I'm really excited for that as well. Not only that, but upcoming, we have boas dropping. We have colubrids I'm about to start breeding. False waters that should be dropping. Blackhead pythons that should be dropping pretty soon. And we have this Burmese python that's going to be dropping any day. Check this out, guys. So we got Darling right here. Or Diamond, my bad. Darling too, but Diamond right here is my super hypo, super hypo granite het albino female right here. And she bred to Gary, which is a pearl albino, or pearl granite, which is hypo albino granite. He was pos het green, but he didn't prove out last season, so I don't think he is het green, to be honest. And we should have some blizzards coming out of that. That should be a really, really cool clutch. So she'll be laying any day or dropping eggs any day, and then we'll make another YouTube of that, guys. But again, thank you so much for joining. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, drop some comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new. And if you guys want to see some more daily updates or any of the crazy videos I do that are semi-non-educational but a little bit more fun, go to the Instagram at s.b.reptiles. And again, guys, hit a follow on there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys very soon.